Okay, this section on medicinal herbology is going to be on the following 5 botanicals. And these botanicals are Linum to Brigham's tea. This is Linum. This is Elderberry, Willow, Blue Cohosh, and Brigham's tea. Now, the first one, Linum, perhaps the most fun of all, perhaps the most interesting in some respects in this section. It's called the master poultice herb, Linum usitatissimum. Say that 5 times fast, why don't you? It's found all over the United States. It's the seeds, leaves, stems, and tops are used. The other names, and the name that you'd be most familiar with, is flaxseed. So they're the same as flaxseed. It's just his botanical name is Linum. Okay. Now, it is collected August through October, and it's used against inflammation of the lungs, the bronchi, thyroid, abdomen. It is also used for old sores, boils, carbuncles, tumors, infections, coughs, asthma, and pleurisy. It can be used as a poultice or infusion. Its medicinal properties are as a pectoral, demulcent, and emollient. And if you couldn't tell, one of its strongest attributes or systems it addresses is the respiratory system. Now, its medical uses, old sores, boils, carbuncles, tumors, infections, etc. It can be used as a poultice, collecting 1/4 ounce of matured flax seeds, grind it to a fine powder, add the fine powder to 1 pint of boiling water, mix while adding to prevent lumps. As an infusion for coughs, asthma, and pleurisy, it can be used as a standard infusion dosage in a wine glass 3 times a day. Okay? So you can actually combine, use it both ways for external conditions as well as internal conditions, primarily the respiratory system. Linum or flaxseed can be used quite effectively. Elderberry. Elderberry, the multi-purpose herb, and an herb that's very popular, particularly today. Sambucus canadensis L, found all over the United States. The leaves, bark, and flower are used. It also goes by American elder, pipe tree, board tree, etc. And it's harvested in June, July through September. Benefits weeping eczema. So you can use the leaves in this case. For rust poisoning. Okay, that's like poison ivy. You can use the leaves. It also promotes desquamation. For cardiac dropsy, you use the bark. Renal dropsy, the bark. Wash for inflamed eyes, the flowers. Okay, and the medicinal properties is stimulant, carminative, alterative, diaphoretic, and diuretic. Many people also know it as an herb for the immune system and even for viruses. Then we have the medicinal uses and preparation methods for elderberry, for chilblains, bruises, sprains, indolent skin ulcers as an infusion. Standard infusion methods, dosage taken hot or cold by the wine glassful. And this is one that you'd definitely want to have in your herbal medicine chest. As an insect repellent, for emergency field use, you can mash the leaves and rub it on the face, or place the bruised leaves under the hat. So it's apparently some insects don't like the smell of it. So you bruise it or steep the bruised leaves and put it in olive oil for 7 days. There's some really interesting ways to use herbs that will repel insects, that will repel mosquitoes and other pesky insects without you having to spray poison all over your body, much less a flammable poison. You look at some of the insect repellents, the most popular insect repellents or commercial insect repellents are toxic. In other words, they are poisonous. They shouldn't be used, they shouldn't be breathed. And some of them, if you spray those over your, around your body and get close to a campfire or something, it's highly flammable. Okay? So you shouldn't breathe it, shouldn't ingest it. Anything you put on your skin also goes within. So then we have also some other uses for elderberry as an ointment for eczema, poison ivy, or they're going to say rust poisoning, to prevent desquamation, cardiac dropsy, renal dropsy, etc. 1 part by weight of the root to 10 parts by weight alcohol. Macerate or soak it 14 days, strain, bottle, and strain again. 1 to 20 minims 3 times a day. And then willow, the natural pain reliever. Salix babylonica is the botanical name. Found all over the United States. The bark is what's used. Weeping willow, pussy willow, sandbar willow, black willow. This is the willow tree, and no doubt you've seen it in nature around in Midwest and across the country. It's harvested March through October. It historically has benefited malaria, leukorrhea, fever, headache, psychic and spastic dysuria, vaginitis, cuts, bruises, scratches as an antiseptic, pain, inflamed joints, muscles, and nerves. Its medicinal properties are as an anodyne or pain reliever, antiseptic, astringent, febrifuge, and tonic. And incidentally, there's a very popular drug that is derived from this particular herb. For malaria, leukorrhea, fever, and headache, you can use it as a tincture, 10 to 30 minimums 3 times a day. For headache, fever, including intermittent fever, psychic and spastic dysuria, vaginitis, cuts, bruise, etc., as a decoction, 1 ounce of the green bark to 1 pint of water. Standard decoction preparation methods, 2 fluid ounces 3 times a day. And then blue cohosh, the papoose root. Caulophyllum thalictroides is the botanical name. Squaw root, papoose root. Some of these herbs you'll find in traditional Native American lore, some that have been passed on through our Native American brothers and sisters. Squaw root, papoose roots, you use the roots and rhizomes in this case, collected March through May and then September through October, as you would typically with roots and rhizomes in the spring or in the fall. Benefits: pardus preparatus, ovary pains, uterine involution, vaginitis, leukorrhea, amenorrhea, dysmenorrhea, rheumatic conditions, neuralgia, relaxes cramps and spasms, and metritis, as well as high blood pressure and palpitations of the heart. Leans heavily towards applications for women, at different stages. The medicinal properties: antispasmodic, parturient, diaphoretic, emmenagogue, and uterine tonic. More on the blue cohosh for the conditions in the brown box. You can use it as an infusion, 4 grams every 3 hours. For the conditions in the green box, is a fluid extract, 8 minims every 4 hours. You can make it, powder it and put it into capsules, 2 every 3 hours or 1 every 3 hours. Typically until relief is attained. And then Brigham's tea, also known as the pioneer herb, Ephedra, viridis, found all over the United States. Use the green stems. It's called miner's tea, Mexican tea, or Ephedra. You may have heard the term Ephedra in the past. Collected all year round, and that would be seasonally, considering the season, considering the part of the country as well. Its benefits are as a tonic, stimulant, and to normalize blood pressure. Medicinal properties as a stimulant or a tonic. And then the preparation methods: tonic stimulant to normalize blood pressure as a decoction, standard decoction, 50 grams, generally comminuted, which is crushed plant material in 1,000 cc's of cold water, or workable 1.5 ounces of the plant. This would be the green plant to 1 quart of water. Okay. And that concludes those 5 herbs.